Welcome to Monday Morning Moments. I'm Mike Van Hooser. Today I wanted to talk to you about greatness. And I was fortunate enough to attend an event from my friend and mentor, Dr. David Cook, a renowned sports psychologist who's been a mentor to me, a close friend. And he hosted an event in Fredericksburg, Texas. And we were deep in the heart of Texas talking about this concept of greatness and some of the principles and stories that he's been fortunate enough to work with athletes, but also people in life, and helping them to achieve excellence and achieve greatness. And in his book, Greatness, and it's titled with a little g, and we'll put links to the description in the podcast about this book so you can purchase this resource and check it out. But he defines it with a little g. And he defines greatness as selfless exceptionalism. And I want to dive into that definition today. But in thinking about greatness, one of the questions he posed that day was, what trophy do you want to hold? And as you think about this week, what is that goal that you're trying to achieve? Or what is that actual trophy that you're pursuing in life? What is your purpose? Maybe it's just being the best you can be in certain tasks this week. But whatever that is, in visualizing that, defining greatness and pursuing that's really important. If you think about those words, selfless and exceptionalism, let's talk about exceptionalism first, because that's what he did that day and then came back to the word selfless. I think when we use the word exceptionalism, it talks about being exceptional. That's in the core of the word. And being exceptional is being your best, being the best that you can be. And whatever that is, in a task, in the role that you play, we want to be our best. Maybe it's at home, you want to be the best father or the best mother. Maybe it's at work, you want to be the best whatever you are in everything that you do. But sometimes we can go through the motions and we shrink back, and we may not verbalize it this way, but we're having an I'll try mindset instead of an I will mindset and being our best. And every day in everything we do, we need to strive to be our best. And so exceptionalism is all about being the best that you can be. But when you put that word selfless in front of it, it's not just being the best that we can be for our own purposes, but it's being selfless. It's putting others before ourselves. As leaders or as athletes or captains of our team or the best player on our team or just a person of influence on our team, whatever that might look like, it's putting others before ourselves. And so selfless exceptionalism is being the best that we can be with a passionate pursuit of inspiring others to be their best as well. So being the best that we can be with a passionate pursuit of inspiring others to be their best as well and helping them to achieve greatness as well. So when we think about that, it takes all the pressure off in those big moments when we have to get key free throws at the end of a game, or when we're coming through on a project and have to get it across the goal line, or when we're having that conversation at home with our kids and want to launch them in the next stage of life and offer some wisdom and be a good listener, but also be a good leader for them and to be encouraging to them. In all of those moments, when we're being our best and putting them before ourselves and inspiring them to be their best, it takes the pressure off, because it's not about us, it's about them, and it's about a greater purpose and a greater cause of the team or the person that you're working with. So in whatever role you're thinking about this week, I want you to think about this concept of greatness, maybe in a new way. Maybe it's been all about you, and because of that, you're trying to control the situation and be all in control of the process, the details, and all of those things. And you need to relinquish control of those things. You just need to work on being process-oriented, as we talk about all the time on this podcast, and focusing on that and being the best you can be day in and day out, in the moment, being present. I had a conversation with one of my athletes over the weekend before he was entering a big game for this team. And we talked about being present and being process-focused in whatever he did as he stepped onto the field and as he actually, focused on doing the thing that he does for his team and contributing to a win. And it actually worked. It took the pressure off because he wasn't trying to control outcomes. He was focused on being his best, and again, with the spirit of being his best to inspire others to be their best as well, and to be a great teammate and a person of influence and a leader in those moments where he had an opportunity to contribute. So greatness, selfless exceptionalism, being the best that you can be with a passionate pursuit of inspiring others to be their best and setting others up for success as well. David, thank you for this inspiration. Thank you for these great words of wisdom, and may we all apply them in whatever we do in sports, business, and life. And as always, let's make the most of the moments in our life.